Imagine if you walked into the synagogue this week and you saw on the table a letter and you started reading it and you realize that it is from some very holy individual, some rabbi, and you see that it is the most explicit love letter you've ever seen in your life. And you're like, what is going on over here? A rabbi would write this? Well, this Shabbos, we actually read something called Shir HaShirim, and it is a very explicit love letter from King Solomon, one of the wisest rabbis and kings that ever lived, and it is an explicit love letter to God. And what is going on over here? Why would we read this every Shabbos on Passover? And the answer is, Rabbi Yisrael Salanter says that this letter cannot be read on its most basic level. You must read it with the deepest connotations and deepest understandings that are there, and understand that this is an explanation of man's relationship with God, but it is not explicit in a physical way. And somebody once went over to the Dubner Maggid Rabbi Krantz, and he said, Rabbi Krantz, please explain to me this letter on a very basic level. As it says, every area of Torah can be understood on a basic level and on a deeper level. So explain it on the basic level. And Rabbi Krantz said the following story. He said there was once a man, and he had a brand new son-in-law, and his daughter loved the guy, but the father-in-law did not think much of him. A little bit of a foolish guy. And he says, you know what, do me a favor, go to the store, buy some vegetables, buy some fruits, buy a strainer, buy a peeler, make sure when you buy everything, there's no holes, it's not moldy, it's all good and everything, and bring it home and we'll have a meal together. So the guy goes to the store, he's all excited, he's going to help his father-in-law, and he's very, very careful, and he comes home and he brings everything home, and he shows everything to his father-in-law, and his father-in-law says, where's the peeler? Where's the strainer? And he says, well, you told me not to buy anything with holes, and the strainer had holes, and the peeler had holes, so I didn't buy it. And the father-in-law looks at him and he says, oy vey, I hope my daughter survives this marriage. He says, let me explain to you something, my boy. A peeler, a strainer, by definition, has to have holes. That is how it works. You can't have a strainer without holes, otherwise it's not a strainer. Well, this love letter from King Solomon to God, by definition, it can't be read on a basic level. Like a strainer without holes, you can't read Shir HaShirim on a very basic level. It is so deep, describing man's relationship with God. And that's how you have to read it. This coming Shabbos, tonight is the end of the holiday of Passover, and then Shabbos is coming. We're going to read this Shir HaShirim. Let us all read it and understand how deep of an explanation it is between us and our relationship with God. Enjoy your last couple of days of matzah. Everybody can eat chametz Saturday night around 9 o'clock. We're going to buy back your chametz if you sold it. Enjoy the holiday. Take care, everyone.